It's the Rundown. It's brought to you by FanDuel. FanDuel Sportsbook is now live in Jersey, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia. So sign up at FanDuel.com/stool. $500 risk-free bet. They've been with us all season over here at Barstool for the advisors. Next week is the Super Bowl. So make sure you keep an eye on all of our social media channels the next few days for a FanDuel giveaway. Get registered at FanDuel.com/stool. And if you got a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net. Point out, fights in. We start off with the Hall of Fame. First of all, I feel bad for Larry Walker. Like he finally gets in and nobody gives a fuck and nobody's talking about him. So shout out to Larry Walker. I think that he was very deserving and should have got in.
Shout out to Larry Walker with that video.
Hello, may I speak with Larry Walker, please?
Oh. You're speaking to him.
Hi, Larry. This is Jack O'Connell with the Baseball Writers Association of America in New York.
Yes, sir.
I'm calling to let you know that you did not fall short this time.
Oh, my God.
I didn't see it. What?
It was like him getting the call, but it was perfectly Larry Walker, where it was like his whole family kind of around. Larry Walker was in a SpongeBob fisherman shirt.
That was Larry Walker. I did see that. And it
It's
said
amazing.
the caption was like something like this is one crazy sponge or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's like a
That's
black fishing shirt with
Okay.
like SpongeBob on it. Like his family's around him just drinking beers.
Yes.
It was like it was a pretty perfectly like. That's how you.
Oh
that's
my
how
God.
you picture someone going into the Hall
Yes,
of Fame.
yes, and I believe
really funny.
there was a split screen at one point with I want to say Rosenthal or yeah, I think it was Rosenthal. So it was like he was sitting there all proper, and it said
Fucking
something.
bow tie.
It said something like two baseball purists just talking Hall of Fame, and it was him in the SpongeBob outfit. So yeah, definitely shout out to Larry Walker. Then I didn't realize that was him, but obviously the big news: Jeter in, but not unanimous, which just is awesome because I know you guys are fucking losing your minds over
right?
it.
Like,
So funny.
I mean, Mariano was the first unanimous, right?
Correct.
So we're like, why the hell would Derek Jeter be unanimous then?
Everything, he is actually
Before last year, he's an obvious not unanimous.
right. Well, that's the thing is I think the idea was that it was going to be one or it was either going to be Mo or Jeter, and it turned out to be Mo. The fact that it's not Jeter, I think, I mean. Yankee fans, you're upset.
Oh, they were mad.
Right?
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
'Cause
it's
don't try to
ridiculous that
say
he didn't
it.
get the vote, but I feel like it's almost taking away from the fact that he did get in. Like, people are so mad. Like, I hate
Yeah.
that this one guy's getting, like, satisfaction.
But he's not. Well, like people talk about he's doing it for attention. We don't know who did it.
Yeah.
So I
He'll
think he was
come out
actually
soon,
voting
I'm
out of
sure.
like the purity. Like he was just like, I'm not going to make a spectacle.
like to
But you
Zero
can't
he
make
had
the
on the
argument that he's
ballot.
not a Hall of Famer. You can
No,
argue
you
that he
can't.
shouldn't be a unanimous Hall of Famer, but that doesn't
Right.
make any sense because
But
100
but that's-
people. If you ask 100 people, is he a Hall of Famer? They all say yes. So
But
then,
the
by
way,
ipso facto,
the way that, I agree.
No.
I think until they make a complete overhaul of like the system, the way it currently is,
Which it needs.
definitely.
Barry
and we can
Bonds
talk
is
about
the
that.
greatest baseball
Yeah.
player of all time. He's not in the Hall
Right.
of Fame.
But look, America has a long history of righting us wrong. So just because Ken Griffey and other people didn't get in at the time, now it's a new age of voting.
You know what? I'm
Started
actually
last year
fine
with
with all that.
Mariano.
I
What did Barry
still
Bonds
don't
get
think
in
Jeter
this?
deserves
Like
to be that
60?
guy then.
He gets 60.
60% about.
He needs 70.
70.
Oh, I thought he got
75,
over. I thought he was up around like
Bond?
60. Yeah. No.
Bonds now is like 60 or
fucking
60.
asked
I asked Marty,
he was a
get
little
this.
higher than Roger, right?
I
And
asked-
then I think Schilling was higher than them.
I asked Marty who's a better baseball player, Derek Jeter or Barry Bonds. He paused.
I mean, that's like the
paused.
Yankee fans. You guys
He
bring this upon
paused.
yourself with like
Yes.
this
Marty
this
paused.
The way you
derangement
put him
syndrome
on
you
this
have.
pedestal.
Pause. No,
I paused for
you
the steroids.
paused.
Fuck you. You don't care about steroids, you fucking
Get out
mutt.
of my.
Get out
What
of
are
here, you
60
fucking
years
mutt.
old. Who gives a shit about
Steroids.
You
You
paused.
bag. Give me a
Shut
break.
up.
The Derek Jeter is the last person we should be talking unanimous about. There are
paused.
so many arguments to be
You
made.
paused.
There is so
You hear
much
that,
debate
Jared?
about his game.
I asked him who was a better baseball player, Derek Jeter or Barry Bonds. He paused. He paused.
You kidding me?
And I guess and ask
He
him why you
paused.
paused.
Listen,
Why'd you
I
pause?
said
Why'd you pause?
Barry Bonds was the better baseball player. I paused because the Yankees are
Barry
classy.
Bonds.
They're not cheating. They're not doing
Oh,
anything
suck
bad.
a
And
dick.
Derek Jeter was very good. Need him in there.
Very good. He was very
All
good.
Yankees.
Very good
The
players. don't
Yankees
get
were
you
the
in.
most, the biggest
Yankees
That's when I
cheaters.
started.
Wait, did Alex Cora get fired? Or did
Stop
anything else?
deflecting. We're talking
Deflecting. You're the cheater. Everyone else is
The
cheating
Yankees,
besides us.
the Yankees have
Yankees
Roger
were
Clemens,
mentioned-
Andy Pettit,
Come
like
talk in the mic.
71 times. I'll say
The Yankees were mentioned
71 times
times
in the Athletic
report that implicated the Red Sox. You dumb fuck.
Did they get in trouble?
Who?
The Yankees.
Who makes those decisions? Fucking Joe Torre. He's busy in there just like bending the rules for the
Conspiracy
Yankees.
runs
Pinstripes.
Yeah.
In trouble.
They will.
No.
Mark my words,
the best
Marty.
team.
When I
You
am
guys
done
have-
with
you guys
my
have-
investigation,
Kevin,
which
you
is
know.
independent of the leagues and the team's investigations, the Yankees will absolutely have a penalty being handed to them. Absolutely.
Kevin Polecki, was he good on the Mets?
No, it's terrible.
Oh, the Red Sox signed him, so that's a good signing. They don't have a coach. And wait, you're
What are we talking about? Why are we talking about Kevin Plawecki right now? What's
The
going on
Red
here?
Sox signed him. They stink.
Anyway, back on track here. Derek Jeter is absolutely a Hall of Famer.
Absolutely.
way,
First
Hall of
ballot.
Famer.
but the way the Hall of Fame is
Without
now,
Not even the best
Without a Hall of
shortstop
Famer.
on his own team, though.
It should be, are you a Hall of Famer or are you not? But instead, it's, are you a Hall of Famer? Are you a first ballot Hall of Famer? Are you a unanimous Hall of Famer? And Derek Jeter deserves to be in, he deserves to be first ballot, and he doesn't deserve to be unanimous. And
So
he's
simple.
actually one of the furthest from unanimous. You could talk about his defense. You can talk about him compiling. You can talk about how everything was
Wrong.
circumstantial. I mean, it's like if
You're
it-
either
if-
Hall of
if-
Famer or you're not. And he
No,
is
that's
100%
not
a
the
Hall
way
of
it currently
Famer.
In
is.
theory,
But
yes,
it's
you are
stupid.
correct.
Yes,
but it
you're
doesn't
right.
work that
But
way.
like
until
that
they
guy
change
couldn't
the
make the
system-
case that he's not a Hall of Famer.
No, he's making. I think he's. If it was me, I don't know what this guy's doing.
So then what if
But if
there's
it was
400
me,
voters? What if all 400 technically agreed, all right, you know what, he's Hall of Famer, he's not unanimous though, so I won't vote for him. Then
yeah,
he
I think that's
doesn't even
what's
get
going
in.
on. I think that's how I would do it. I would say right
I
now.
hate baseball so much. Why the fact we have to have this fight every
But I
fucking
kinda
year
like it. I
is
know
like
it's
It should be like
stupid,
a
but I like to
3-year
argue
ballot.
it.
You're either Hall of Famer or
It
you're not.
should
Like,
be
what
that.
changes?
I agree.
it's
but
like how
It
challenges
was
should be
funny
30
watching
seconds.
Larry
It's either clear or
Walker.
it's not.
Crowded ballots obviously play a part, but Larry Walker's over the years was like 20%, 25%, 30%. Like he just got way better.
Yeah. Well, I originally, not originally, my thought for fixing the system, I think that there shouldn't technically be a limit on how many people can get in. Like,
No, that's the dumbest part.
if tomorrow there's like 12 immortal players available,
Right.
eligible, they all should get in.
I think
Right.
someone was saying that. Is there something like that with the NFL too, where someone was saying like if Rivers,
Yeah,
Breeze,
right.
Brady,
Yeah.
I
That's why
forget
they
if there's
did
some
this.
They might have
That's
done
why they did
Roethlisberger
this
or something.
fucking-
Eli?
If everyone retires, like what 3 get in? I'm like only 3 quarterbacks can get in.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
that's why they did the 100-year thing, where they're just letting people in, like Cower and all these people who get in, who never were gonna get in. They're doing the
That's crazy.
100-year like memorial class.
that I mean,
Because of this, like, there's only a certain amount of people who get in every year, so you basically, like, it's crazy.
I
It's
think
so
it should
stupid.
be unlimited people if you wanted, private vote, so you can't do things for attention, and it shouldn't be you're either in or out. It's pass or fail. You don't know who gets 99%, 100%, whatever. So then there's no fucking around with any of that.
Yeah,
Because
I
right
would
now,
leave
the
the
way it
percentages,
is-
but I would just make it 2 years. Like, all right, 1 year maybe it gets fucked up.
Yeah,
And then if
I
not, all
agree.
right, you get another year.
So,
and you're
but
the
also-
host.
I didn't think
like,
about the
isn't
way-
that kind of what you described? Isn't that kind of basketball? Is basketball public and stuff like
Basketball,
that?
everyone gets in.
Because like no one cares
If
about
you've
basketball. So
ever
I feel
shot
like
a
this
basketball
kind
you
of
still got to
you're in
keep
the
it like
Basketball Hall of
there has to be a certain standard. I think that only
Right.
the best of the best of the best should get in. But I think that the way they need to do it, I didn't think about the idea of like we changed the way we look at the game. So like 10 years later, we might be like, well, this guy didn't,
OBP and
right.
yeah, like-
So like as stats change and evolve, you might be like, this guy actually was a lot better than we thought, or this guy wasn't as good as we thought.
Like Derek
so,
Jeter's defensive war was pretty bad.
It's the worst
Well,
defensive
no,
shortstop of all
he was
time.
iconic. His defense was iconic.
Yeah, like what I love is Yankee fans send me the jump throw to prove he's a good defender. Like we have very much established.
You could throw out all
that
the
jump
stats you
throw is
want.
'cause he
I have
doesn't
one
range.
stat. It was iconic.
Icon.
Yeah, I mean the All-Star games, the Gold Gloves, the World Series, the MVP World Series, all that circumstantial shit. If Derek Jeter played for the Cincinnati Reds, he still would get 3,000 hits. He'd still be in the Hall of Fame, and nobody would slob
Yeah,
over him
would
the way
he
they
get
do.
3,000 hits?
Maybe,
Would he have
maybe
the
not.
protection around him?
Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah, probably right around there. He's the 6th most hits of all time.
Because he played like 29 years.
He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
White Sox
That's
did
fine.
point
But,
out a good
until-
point. Bad contact.
Shout out to White Sox Dave trolling. Getting a good troll in baseball Twitter is, I mean, that's a
It
win for
is
humanity.
Chef's kiss.
Baseball Twitter is maybe the worst of all.
Congratulations, Tommy.
I think every Twitter is the worst Twitter.
I said if you have a
Twitter
like
is
this
the
Twitter,
worst
Twitter.
a name, football
It's the
Twitter,
worst.
baseball Twitter, baseball.
Hockey
you're the
Twitter.
worst.
Hockey Twitter's actually come
Twitter.
around. I gotta give a shout out to Hockey Twitter. Hockey Twitter's got
They're
much
on-
better.
they're on the
when we
rise.
first got
They're
like
the worst.
go, Hockey Twitter was no doubt the
So,
worst.
I think it's
Yep.
baseball right now. I think baseball
there's-
makes everything political. I think
NFL's
they,
had a little bit. NFL's starting to get dicey.
there?
NFL used to be the last bastion where it was like it's just about
football.
football.
Yeah.
Now analytics and like fights about analytics and Lamar Jackson and all this shit.
I thought that
Get
was,
out of my face.
There was a great interaction this weekend, I believe it was, with Tyler and Sam, where Tyler tweeted something like, "Everyone on basketball Twitter hates basketball."
Yeah.
And Sam replied, "Everyone on soccer Twitter loves soccer but hates their team."
Right.
And it was
Yeah.
like, that was perfect.
Yeah. It's true.
We got last night this melee in the Kansas State game. One of the crazier like sports fights you'll ever see.
Awesome.
Especially basketball is usually like slaps and hold me backs. Like this was Brawl City, and obviously the shot with the dude about to crush the guy with the skull with
Incredible.
the stool.
When we
is-
keep saying Brawl City, I have watched the video from the floor. Okay, I will admit, I have not seen
there's an alternate angle that you get a little bit more in.
I haven't seen the broadcast view. I think it was probably, it looked like a cameraman's camera, but it wasn't like, with the ESPN bottom line and stuff. I did not see much of a brawl. I saw a melee. I
Okay.
wouldn't say a brawl.
All right,
A
fine.
scrum.
A scrum, yes.
A Donnybrook?
I didn't see a punch
Or
land.
is it a brouhaha?
No, Donnybrook's got to have
No,
punches
yeah,
land.
there's got to
What
be
about a
some-
brouhaha?
A brawl, someone needs to be knocked out.
It could be a
Whoa.
brouhaha.
Yeah.
I think a melee.
Unconscious?
A
Well,
melee-
someone's got to get knocked to the ground.
Well, that's different than unconscious.
Yeah, but brawl needs like
This-
contact.
Did we
face,
see a fit?
out.
Was there a punch in this? Like
I
a
think
real
so.
punch?
I thought there was a
No.
punch.
I didn't see one.
There was
So I
punches
think it's just getting
thrown.
overrated.
No punches connected.
I think everyone's just picturing the chair picture, which was not
agree with that. It's a
utilized
melee.
as a weapon.
a
I think it's a
melee.
melee.
All right, fine, but I think even not swinging it and having that fucking hero save that kid's life, basically, that guy probably saved 2 lives. The guy was about to get his head smashed, and the dude was probably about to go to jail. I think that image and the idea that he was going to use it as a weapon, even though it didn't happen, escalates it higher than most sports brawls.
Yeah, it's got an iconic photograph
Yeah,
of it. It's
big
like
time.
Derek
I
Jeter.
mean, that-
it was
that-
pretty good, but it's got an iconic picture.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Tommy's not even paying attention anymore.
You know what? He wouldn't do it to Dave. He wouldn't do it. If Dave
I was looking
here.
through the blog of different Kansas
You're Googling
State
it?
people, seeing if there was a punch thrown. Haven't seen.
What do you think?
Okay.
I mean, will it just be like a couple game suspension, or do you think this is going to be like a bigger deal?
Nah, it's NCAA, it's college. I don't know.
I think
Probably
that
a few
that
games.
stool is going to make a difference. I think that picture
No,
is
but
a
him
problem.
dropping it. Brandon Walker actually had a funny take that it was barely a chair.
It was like a
What
small.
those light ones?
Right.
Yeah.
So
You ever see, like,
It was
that-
like a
if it
pop-up
was a
seat,
chair,
you know?
it would have been a little bit more, but it was like a band director's seat.
You know,
so it doesn't really count.
You ever
Yeah.
see that video of like, I think it's somewhere in Asia, it's an older video, which is like students just throwing chairs with one kid?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it's
I
like
know exactly
chairs
what you're
just
talking about.
flying through the room.
Yes.
It's like those kind of chairs. where
Yeah,
it's
they're like-
you can take a good 50 of them.
Right.
You can take a lot of shots.
You're
with that
not
chair.
gonna. It's not like a ECW. Like you're
Right,
gonna kill
right,
somebody
right.
with it.
So, yeah, I
but
think
it
that
is.
plays
It's
a
still.
part.
It is a crazy move. Like that guy wasn't thinking that. That guy just grabbed. Like if there was a real chair there, he was gonna go try to swing
Right,
it. You know, that guy was
right.
seeing red. He was in a blind
Right.
rage.
We kind of talked about it on Goal today, where it was like he got the hand touch, and that like
Yeah,
that,
he's like,
that
"Oh,
1 second
cleared
is
him up.
always so important.
My
When
life.
you're furious, if you could just have someone around you going, "You sure?"
Yeah.
That would solve so many of the world's issues.
Whoever did
And
that
just like,
for him
really?
is a hero.
You that mad about this? You're like, you're right.
You
He'd
ruin
have
your
been
life over
fucked
this?
for a long time.
Long time. You're
Like,
out
he
of
brought-
school. You lose your
It would've been
scholarship.
bad.
You're done. Yeah.
Hit someone with a
Second half of
chip.
the rundown is brought to you by Movement. We're about to head down to Miami. I'm gonna pop on my shades. I gotta get my nice Miami watch with the white face out. Gotta be looking sharp for Super Bowl week or anywhere you live, anything you're doing. Gotta accessorize, match your shades to your wrist, to your outfit. The Movement watches come in all sorts of different shapes, sizes, men's, women's, different materials, the bands, the face, the hands, all of it customizable and all different array of looks and styles for you. All of them affordable, starting at just $95, going as high as only $130. So you're not gonna break the bank. You got the sunglasses to match. They got new age stuff. They got flashy stuff. They got classic looks. So all the best in accessories over at Movement. Right now, you can join the movement at mvmt.com/rundown. You get 15% off plus free shipping and free returns. Get yourself a pair of shades and the watch to match. mvmt.com/rundown for 15% off. I don't remember the next topics.
MBS.
What?
Mohammed bin Salman.
Okay, so Jeff Bezos.
You have him. You're on that level with him.
Me and MBS?
Yeah.
Look, I know my enemy.
He names drops this guy like a couple times a year on the
You
podcast.
want to impress people, drop an MBS.
Yeah.
What?
John's really good at like he'll like read an article a week so he can be like, you know, like the Prime
MBS.
Minister of fucking da-da-da did this. I'm like, oh yeah, totally do.
We're gonna do that on Yak in February. Where everyone's got to read one newspaper a day and bring topics.
It's like a book report almost.
Yeah, who reads newspapers? Not me.
When he says there was an episode I vividly remember him saying MBS, like that was like, you know, totally a thing that everybody
that's
knows.
so
And I was like,
casual.
MBS, like, he
MBS.
fucking murdered a journalist. Like, you should know who MBS is.
Yeah, no, I
no
don't know
way.
that.
MBS.
I was like, yeah, I'm sure. Journalist, yeah, no doubt.
MBS.
Jamal Kalgashi killed his ass.
It's a new
With a
indoor.
bone saw.
It's a new indoor soccer league.
MBS. So if you don't know who he is, he's this murderer and he's like a billionaire Saudi prince. He was
Confirmed murder.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he denies it, but
Well,
the rest
I'll
of the
take
world's
his word
pretty
for
sure
it
on
here
this one.
because
So
it
did
sounds
OJ.
like he can hack into anyone's phone.
So this guy messaged Jeff Bezos on WhatsApp and he sent him a meme that was a rather wordy and long-winded joke that said something like, when your girl is like the user agreement at the end of an Amazon where you just got to click I agree or something like that. But the point was that it was before Bezos's affair got outed, and the thought of billionaires trolling each other via like text message. Like imagine you're Bezos and you're just like, fucking MBS. What is this guy? Oh,
what a
shit,
prankster.
this fucking guy.
You know what
He's a-
sucks about that, though? Because it's like, it's someone who you work with, so to speak, but you're not close enough to be like, dude, you think that's funny?
Yeah, like, this
Where,
is
like
fucking
when someone
stupid.
tells you a bad
You
joke,
got it right. You
and
got it
it's
right
like,
back. Ha 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 ha
What
ha.
do you think you wrote back?
all right,
There's
MBS.
MBS gets a lot of ha 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 ha's that he doesn't deserve.
You think
You're
it was that?
absolutely
You
right.
think it's?
Yeah.
It's
You
not
think
like,
it's
dude,
that-
you thought like that's what you're coming to me with
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now? Like, I
you're
don't need that fucking shit.
That's
It's like,
spot on.
It's like, ha ha ha.
Is
yeah,
it ha ha
classic.
ha or ha ha?
No, it's a ha
You hit him
ha
with
ha.
3. Yeah, the 3.
The 3 is slowly
MBS.
becoming the fakest to me. I used to hate getting the ha ha, but now the ha 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 I feel like is you're just playing.
Yeah, so now you're gonna have to one up. You got to
Yeah,
go 4.
I either want 4 or just ha.
Yeah.
I don't want the ha ha or the ha ha ha. anymore.
MBS thinks that
And
he,
don't you
like,
even think about giving me an
slays on
LOL.
text message. He's like, I'm crushing. Everyone loves me. I'm MBS.
The
Look at my
it's the
text
ultimate
game.
having a yes man. Like
Yeah.
those guys, you can like murder people and your yes man will tell you you're still a great leader. All that shit I'm okay with. You gotta have the buddy who's like, that's not a funny
Yeah,
meme,
right.
dude. That's not a
MBS,
funny
chill
post.
out,
It's not
bro.
a funny tweet.
I love the news story that was like MBS was sending sexist memes to Jeff Bezos, and it's like, oh, the crown prince of Saudi Arabia is sexist. Like,
Yeah.
Who
feel
saw
like
that coming?
You don't even have to use.
Or
sexist
like,
with
shouldn't you
that.
use like murderer? Not
Yeah,
like
not crown
sexist?
prince
I think
or
murder
sexist,
goes
yeah.
above sexism.
Yeah. Like, just guys being dudes, murderers. I mean, Bezos is probably a murderer, to be honest. I bet you he's had some people killed.
I mean,
Again, I don't want to get into this. Like, I'm scared of both these guys.
it's
Building that clock, which
yeah.
is
If you
definitely
have
a time travel.
going Suge
$100
Knight.
billion,
I'm not going to
whatever,
these guys.
if you can lose $99 billion and still be a billionaire, yeah, you've probably.
The only way you get to 100 is by killing the people who are stopping you from getting to like 50. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
And I still the clock that he's building in the side of the mountain is a time travel device, and that's all there is to it.
What?
Yeah,
He's building a 10,000 year clock.
It's
So he went to like some spot on the planet. I think it's like a specific spot where there's like the poles and shit. The magnetism matches up. I don't know. And he's building like a natural
Wait,
clock.
is it in America?
No.
Is he in like Gary, Indiana?
No, I think it's in like Greenland or some
Okay,
shit.
right.
But there's something about like it's like a way to make a clock that's like natural. It doesn't need a battery. It doesn't need this
He
and that.
spent like I think 478 million.
I think it's 40.
Oh,
But
40?
it's tens of millions, if not like over like $100 million to build a clock. Like that is
No.
either an elevator to space or a time travel
Yeah,
device or a
yeah.
black hole or something. I'm not fooled by you.
Yep.
Yeah, he's going with the clock just so we're all bored and don't even try and find
You're
out more
like,
about
It's
it.
in
Is that what this-
Texas.
Texas?
Is it Texas?
Yeah.
No way. It is in America? Oh, I'm going then. I'm gonna see what this fucking time travel is all about.
I
He said-
I think that's why he's calling it a clock, because I'm not interested. I don't give a fuck about a clock.
well, here's
Yeah.
what they're saying. They're saying
Seen
it's going
one, seen them all.
to. It's gonna
You're gonna go to London, see
revolutionize.
Big Ben? No thanks.
It's going to revolutionize time, they say. Our concept of time will be revolutionized. I'm like, does the sun come up in the morning and set at night? Is there 60 minutes in an hour? That's time. I don't know.
Yeah.
My concept is pretty fucking standard here. Last topic of the day. How often do you wash your towels?
So this was a video. I think you follow Business Insider. They sometimes tweet out
Oh
videos
man, I
like.
watch every single video. It's so annoying.
Business
like
Insider
I
used to
don't-
be like very legit, and then they started
No.
tweeting weird shit like
But
this.
now
I
it's
Look
watched
at
all
this
of them.
concept car in Japan. Or like, this is why you should eat 4 bananas every day.
The videos, they're like,
crazy.
this is how you be an adult. You're like, let me check this out. You're like, That's not how I
Here's
do
a
it.
tip that all billionaires wake up at this time in the morning. Watch this video. Fucking A, business.
And it's always the same, like a weird little beat music and like the text just like it pops on the screen.
They have like this. Can you keep up with this Navy SEALs workout? It's like he does 20 squats and 20 push-ups a day. Yeah, I can do that.
That's what I do.
Yeah, it's like they had
my
one who
workout.
was like pretty comparable. I'm like, I could definitely do that. But this one was like it was literally, the tweet is, this is the way you should dry off after a shower. And I was like, I gotta see this.
I'm pretty good at that. I
Most
think.
people learn this
Yeah.
at 32. I'm gonna get ahead of the curve,
Yeah,
learn it
yeah.
at 31. Let's see. And it was like start top to bottom. And I was like,
Got
fucking
it.
crushing
Dude,
that.
I'm looking it up right
In
now.
fact, I don't crush that because I don't get to the bottom. I
Right.
get bored halfway through. I
also feel like my
put on
legs.
underpants, my undercarriage is soaking wet.
Oh, that's
Like,
disgusting.
not soaking, saturated. It's moist.
Is that Ellie giving it? Ew.
Yeah.
Undercarriage? We don't
I
need
have
that.
a moist undercarriage when I put my underpants on.
A moist undercarriage.
No doubt about that.
My goodness.
But then it was like you have to, every other day, every third day max is how often you should wash your towel. And that's preposterous.
even Ellie's
Third
like, no
day?
way, right?
Third
Oh,
day
this guy,
max.
Kerry Lebinger.
That
He
was
said
my
every
face,
2 or
bro.
3 days you should wash your towel.
It said every
Top-
other one is the recommended. Every third day max.
I mean, your body's clean as shit coming out of the shower. It's just water.
I'm still, if you judge it by like Little House on the Prairie standards, like
Well,
I'm
well.
getting it soapy, and then I'm hanging it up to dry.
I don't know about that.
I'm cleaning my towel every single time I use it.
Is there like bacteria? Like what's the reason? Cause like
It's saying,
Now I'm
I'm
a little
watching right
worried.
now, it's bacteria.
but
I
your
mean,
body's
I guess,
clean
you know,
when you
if you
get out
get
of
like
the
a
shower,
moist
right?
No,
towel
they're saying it might
and
not
you don't
be
hang
clean.
it up right or something like that.
I
it's like,
hang it. I pop it on the hanger every time. But there's
I love the wheels spinning in Ellie's head right now because I
Ellie, how
definitely,
many-
I could definitely
wash
see
my
Schnitz talking
towel-
like, if you don't wash your towels more than this,
yeah,
you're
I'm
not
horrified
gonna
Ellie
fuck
with my
you.
bed. How about this? I have 2 towels. It's one beach towel ripped in half.
It started to like
very John
splinter and
Carter
it
Sounds
just
move.
so upset.
I had one
Too
towel.
upsetting.
It got a
Now you
cut
got
in a proper
two.
place, ripped it in half.
Now you
two
got two.
towels.
Now you got 2. Love it. I
Ladies,
love that.
we got a resourceful man over here. He's able to just multiply.
have no
I mean,
words
you
on
chicks,
that
like,
one.
you chicks have like floor towels and face towels.
You're supposed to have
fancy
lots
towels.
of towels.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I step
towels
out
are
of the
the
shower,
best.
I step on the tile, I use a ripped in half beach towel, I dry myself off,
Except
I hang
for
it
your
up,
nuts.
I use it again
I put-
tomorrow.
For
I
your
leave my balls wet.
undercarriage and
Yeah.
I like
That's
that.
the way. It's
I wash
very
my
simple.
towels once a week.
Once
every
a week,
Sunday.
that feels right.
Yeah.
I any more
When I
than that
change my
is just
sheets, you know.
Yeah,
overkill.
that feels
it's
right.
too much.
Yeah.
Don't
Anyways.
ask John how he changes his
I don't.
sheets.
No,
How
no, no,
often-
I
How
don't want
many
to know.
times do you wash your
How often do you change
towels?
your sheets?
The sheets I'm
Don't
pretty
wash,
good with.
ever.
Because I actually have 3 pairs of sheets, and I usually like, I don't know, the one's currently been on there a little while. We're being totally honest, but like I usually like I save up for when I know I have like a house guest coming, and then I change to the freshies.
Oh,
So like,
man.
I don't mind sleeping.
So
The
if
only
you don't
reason I
have a
do
guest,
anything
it's for other
is,
people.
is put on airs for other people.
Yeah, I'm
I
with you.
just live in my own filth at all
Ugh.
times if it wasn't for other people. It's just
For
easy.
the
Yeah.
people. Do it for the people.
Do you know how many dead skin cells and like gross ass shit is in your
Do
bed,
you know
John?
how little I care?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
I've heard all of
counterpoint.
it. Kelly, Ellie, don't stop at fucking skin cells. There's chips, there's chewing tobacco,
pee,
there's
probably.
spitters,
Pee, there's gum,
chocolate,
there's cum.
there's jelly beans.
You eat in your
there's
bed
so
that
much.
much?
Oh,
in
he
my-
eats in his bed all
I
the
eat in my
time.
bed nonstop.
Falls asleep.
It's my favorite place to eat.
Yeah.
I would
He
like
makes a meal and brings it to his bed.
constantly,
Popcorn,
very regular.
crumbs everywhere.
I might have I
Steak,
pizzas.
shrimp.
Saying words.
I only get to use about 1/8 of my
Fettuccine
bed because
Alfredo.
trash and dirty laundry takes up the rest.
It's just a big shelf, really. It's like a
Yeah.
big table, a big tray.
That really
It's
is
a tray
what
you
beds
sleep
are.
on.
It's a human shelf.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Ellie is appalled.
Oh, he's so gross.
I love just ruining Ellie's innocence. Remember that one day she was like, "I'm gonna love it here. Like you guys, this is gonna be great. Like you're gonna be bitter and."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Day one. We taught you well. All right, that's it for the Rundown after show.
What day is it?
Oh,
Wednesday.
Okay, I was gonna say last
was-
one until Miami, but nope, not.
No, one more until
Wednesday.
Miami, and then we'll be down in
Wednesday.
South Beach.
All right.
I don't mind Wednesdays.
You don't mind Wednesdays?
No, I don't.
You're a
Better
big
than
hump day
2-man
guy?
Tuesdays.
Anything's better.
What'd
than
you guys
2-man.
think about the first episode of Curb? I got a lot of hate for that.
No, I totally agreed with you.
Yeah.
100,000% agreed with
Thank
you.
Didn't
you.
we, by the
People
way-
are such sheep online.
100,000%.
But didn't this happen
100%.
when they first came back? Didn't we say like it's too much curve?
It's-
When it made
Listen,
its return, it was
people
like,
don't
whoa.
understand too that like I'm not saying it wasn't funny. I laughed. It was funny. there were just like 17 storylines.
There were way too many.
When
Yes.
Cheryl had to go to the hospital, I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
When I
felt that
knew-
way last time.
I had to strap in for a disappointment the second he like took a selfie stick and snapped it.
Yeah,
I
and
was
then
like,
pushed the scooters. It's like, come on.
Yeah, it was. I mean, like, let's see. They said
It was Mocha Joe,
anti-lime, Mocha Joe,
Harvey Weinstein, fetuses,
MAGA.
Cheryl. He gets back with Cheryl. Like, that was a whole season in one episode.
Yeah, it was too much.
Yeah.
I favorited it. You might have seen that.
Oh.
I threw
You
a favorite.
coward.
I didn't
The
want
coward's favorite.
I was already. I was getting yelled at yesterday because I said I liked. It was marry, fuck, kill for potatoes, and people were yelling at me about that.
Yeah, that was
I
wrong, too.
couldn't take it
Just
from both
crazy.
sides.
People are like,
Huh?
You can't fucking.
I love a baked potato.
So do I, but
can't-
to kill fries.
French fries are. I'm not turning a hoe into a housewife.
You-
French fries
you
are
guys-
everywhere. They're
you
with
and Chaps
everybody.
with your fucking fry slander. Like, good fries are one of the most important things
Oh,
in the world.
absolutely. But
Fries like made McDonald's what it is.
yeah.
You can't discount
Yes.
the fry.
Yes.
That is a housewife. You're a baked potato.
Yeah.
There's nothing but a fucking
That's
fat
gross.
hoe.
I love a
That's
baked
gross.
potato. Oh,
That's gross.
I make
do I,
myself.
but-
I make myself baked sweet potatoes all the
Put on
time.
your slippers
As long
and
as
get
we
in
all
bed.
agree that mashed is the marry.
It's a little callback joke.
I like that.
No big deal. No big deal. No big deal.